So then behind them, Verstappen had caught up with Hamilton and engaged in another close duel with his former title rival.
Mamma
Dutchman
mia.
was unhappy with Hamilton's defensive moves, but tried to get in turn one before locking up and making contact with the Mercedes, resulting in Red Bull bouncing in the air, leaving in the track, and essentially ending Max's hopes of getting the podium here.
So you can see here in this photo the lockup.
Yeah.
They're side by side, like no clear advantage. Pure lockup.
Yeah. And one of the cars is there because he broke too late. That's why he's there in the first place. Like, he's not there because he actually like overtook him.
No.
So
He
Dave,
only
I
was
think
up there.
I think we can play 7 seconds of this. So if you're able to time it right, like just pause and play for like 7 seconds, I think you can actually show the actual action here.
Airborne.
Yep. So one of the cars was ready to take the corner, and one car, its trajectory was still driving forward, straight forward.
Same turn.
And that,
same straight trajectory.
That is once again where, what was it? When the immovable object, I don't know, man. My English is
Unstoppable force, immovable object, and
that's
what that is.
And that is Verstappen and Hamilton to everybody.
Love it. And again, I had a moment where it's like Ferrari, they're just back, they're doing their thing. They're probably just gonna hope that the two of them, Max and Lewis, are gonna wake up again. And bam, there it was again. Just like Austria.
There it was again. And there it was again. Yeah. It's always these two, man. It's like magnets. Dude, every single time they get close to each other on track. It's crazy.
This was great. I'm actually surprised how he only really lost a position. Sainz didn't have enough to overtake.
Hey, and at one point, Sainz was so close to him. I thought Sainz has the legitimate pace over him. Or Verstappen has damage that Sainz can overtake him as well. But
what is this Red Bull made out of?
I don't know.
Insane.
It's a tank or whatever, dude. It's crazy.
I'm surprised the wing didn't fall off.
Nothing. Nothing.
The floor,
nothing. Drive.
And Charles, anyways, too. If you're talking about in practice there, where he just like sideswiped his entire one side of his car, it's fine.
And also, hey, you guys know that because you are technically like very, very knowledgeable. For the Mercedes to not lose the front suspension there with that impact of the Red Bull, that's crazy to me as well.
Or even a puncture or anything. Neither one of them.
Nothing. Not a puncture. Tires. No suspension failure. Like nothing in the F1 game. Like it would have been gone. Race over.
I never have a wing in that game.
No, you can't. Hey, if you drive against other sim drivers and you're good, the ghosting is off. Hey, at the start already, wings lost.
So I had this joke last time we played last weekend. We had a race, and it's like it should be like in the first person shooter, right? You know, when it's pistols only. It's like that, but like no wings, no wings only. And just go because you're gonna lose it in the first turn anyways. Like, why even put them on?
Yeah.
Should be an option.
Gosh, you know how many times I lose my wings, and it becomes a pain in the ass to steer after.
Yeah. I did see speaking of wings, I saw a good meme of this, more so the picture that is her background, but it basically just said, Red Bull gives you wings. As the background.
Fair enough. Absolutely.
Love it.
So
I guess the term is right.
Going a little bit in depth on this moment here, right? So I saw a lot of Max fans saying that Hamilton's a dick, it's Hamilton's fault, and yada yada yada. And I'm watching this, I'm like, how?
No.
How is this Lewis's fault? Like, Lewis is just sitting there. He's like, mate, I didn't even turn my wheel. Like, he's on the radio because, like, for example, the stewards are reviewing this. They made note of this collision and whatnot. And then you can hear Lewis tell his team, he's like, guys, I didn't even move my wheels.
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy how long Lewis waited to turn into the corner. He slowed down so much, and he literally didn't turn into the corner because Verstappen was still on the inside. And Dude, it's crazy to me. At some point, he has to turn into the corner, and he turned in so late, and Verstappen was still there with his back tire because he just didn't brake.
There it is.
I mean, look at the trajectory. Like, there you see it perfectly. Like, one car is set up to take the turn normally, or a bit later than the apex because the car is there, and the other one isn't even turning.
No,
Like,
you don't
Verstappen
see
wasn't
anything
even
moving.
turning. Like, dude, it's crazy. Like, people blaming Hamilton for this are dude. So I'm sorry to say it that way, but they're brain dead.
I still see. Look how that wing turns.
And we're gonna get into the flexi wings here. Like, that cannot be regulation.
That is pretty flexible.
It's the entire car is balanced on
Dude,
one side of the wing right now.
That front wing should have been gone.
It's insane. It's not physically possible. I don't understand.
That's not carbon fiber. That's titanium fiber.
It's carbon fiber. Do you know that spot where that guy says carbon fiber? Carbon fiber.
I wonder if it shows what Max says on the radio.
Dude,
I forget.
and for him to not break the floor on that impact when the rear came down, not to break the floor, not to break the engine, not to break the gearbox, not to lose the wing, not to use aerodynamic parts, not to use the rear suspension. It's crazy how.
And that's a bounce. Like that, it was so hard. That is bounced again. Bounce.
Dude, he was 1.5 meters in the air.
And the car was fine. I mean, he probably lost a couple points of downforce. Yeah, it's only a few laps left. And he was sandwiched in between Ferraris. But, like, come on, man. That's absolutely insane engineering.
The engineering is incredible. But, yeah, it doesn't take away from it being his fault.
No, it does not. It's Max's fault.
Oh, 100%. I don't see how it could be Lewis. Like, even Lewis was saying, he's like, dude, he's like, I was
waiting and waiting, and he was still there.
You can see, he started to turn a little bit.
Yeah, but look where he is on track. If you start to turn there, brother. And by the way, he should thank Hamilton because with that trajectory, he would have went straight into the barriers. Hamilton slowed him down.
Look at that, completely airborne.
That's crazy.
I'm down for it every week.
I don't know what to say. Like,
can we have these two in a championship fight again, please?
Oh man, I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, I was gonna say those two are like the absolute definition of petty. Especially Max right now.
And none of the drivers is giving Verstappen contra or a fight like Hamilton does, man. Because he knows Verstappen. Have you, like, him waiting so long to turn in, he knew exactly what Verstappen is doing. He knew Verstappen will leg brake. And that is honestly a different car would have turned in earlier and it would have been an even bigger collision.
And they both had DRS. They were coming up on back markers. They passed Albon there, right? And they both would have been just absolutely giving her at that point.
Yeah.
Which makes it that much better.
Those two know each other, man. Those two know each other.